Justin Fee, coach of Pennsbury, in his first year here with his team. He's got to be looking right now to try to take away some of the mistakes, some of the errors they made in the first game with the service errors, as you mentioned. We'll see what happens here as we see Zach Blanco make that Greenland. Dan Greenland with the opening serve here in Game 2 for the boys PIA Volleyball Championship. You're watching it all here on PCN.
Now there you get a tight pass, so the ball comes into the hands of Pennsbury, and it's effective. There you go, exactly what we were talking about. The Pennsbury aggressive serve, and then it breaks down the options for Hempfield. They had to force that quick set.
The man that started it all, and that serve ended it all, that was Greenland coming out of the second line. So 1-0 here in game number 2 for Pennsbury.
And Greenland attacked from the back row very effectively.
There's Vogel.
Now, Hempfield that time ran a combination play. They had number 20 come across. Number 20 is our man, Rick Stavik, the football guy.
Rick Stavik going to Ole Miss next year, goes 253 right now. He said he figures up one about 270 next year, but you talk about quick. Big guy can get off his feet in a hurry. Nice player. Going to be a defensive tackle at Ole Miss, we understand, next season.
Luke Murray has a service error. That's the first for Hempfield in the match.
And those are the kind of things that can add up for Pennsbury. It's something that Hempfield normally does not do to beat themselves, service errors. And speaking of service errors, you get one, you get about one back, and you saw it right there is the same kind of mistake made by Pennsbury, so it equals out.
Well, the part of the game now, because of the way the Hempfield team passes so effectively, you got to serve aggressively. When you serve aggressively, it's a risk. Nice job there on their serve reception.
Good job by Jesse Beam getting up and just drilling it down on Hempfield's side. It gets the point on the side out for Pennsbury. Now Pennsbury never has had a championship. Obviously has never been in a championship game either.
And what was interesting, when I was talking before with Justin Fee, he said, let's just go play. Don't worry about the championship. Just go out and play volleyball, and then you can reap the benefits when you're done.
There you see Chris O'Neill. Much better service than last time.
Good floor game by Pennsbury. Not enough to bring it back. Aggressive serve. Nice pass to give Stauffer that option out of the middle.
There you see Justin Stauffer. Headed to Penn State next year. Outstanding hitter.
Jay.
What did I say? Call him Justin? We'll call him Justin Jay. You can call him whatever you want to. He whales it. You're going to call him Mr. Stauffer at the end of the afternoon, the way he hits the ball. Jay Stauffer up there every single time so far today in both games.
That time, Hempfield stays on the ground.
There's a chance to... Boy, you just love the big guy Sherrick there in the middle. Hit 3 big points this afternoon already in the first 2 games.
And then what Pennsbury did is they brought left side help on the double block against Sherrick, and he's so long, he's hitting over their hands, creating a deflected ball, which is difficult to defend.
Service from Eric Ryder. 4 serving 3. There again, Hempfield. Putting it back down, getting the 2-point lead.
And you see your man there, Sherrick, with a big block again.
Remember this, the best of 5 here today. Opening game, 25-14, went to Hempfield.
Nice option.
And again, it was Greenland.
Frommuth decides that we got an option. The nice thing again, the pass. They were working against Dave Riley. They're serving at Dave Riley. He passed the ball to the left side of the court. Frommuth back sets it. And with the big swing and a good jump, Greenland hits it into the block and is effectively.
Robbie Frommuth with a serve, 4 serving 5. Knuckleball that time.
2-hitter option on the quick set.
Another good placement that time by Jesse Beam. Went up, looked down the line, then back to the middle and nailed it.
Well, that's what when you start playing better, you jump well enough, you need to be a big jumper, see what the block is giving you, and that's what goes back to our peripheral. If you can see what's going on, you can see where to hit the ball.
Five trying to get it back cross court, but the point earned on a side out by Hempfield. What do you guys do to make peripheral vision better?
Well, you train people. You ask them to focus one area, and then you ask them, by focusing on that, can you look at something 45 degrees, 50 degrees away from that? And everybody can.
Here's a guy that has great peripheral vision, Jay Stauffer, but gives a point back to Pennsbury. And that's something Pennsbury's happy to see. A big breath there because he had 2 long runs in his service the last game.
Now he ties the game up at 6s.
6 serving 6. Here's Beam.
Now it was interesting, that time they ran Sherrick behind Murray on the right side, challenging the block of Riley, or is it Beam, and he deflected off his hands out of bounds.
Here's Murray. 7 serving 6.
So he popped that.
And again, Jesse Beam rising high. And I'll say it, he's been on the beam all game so far. He has really been tough so far in this second game, the early going. Much like the first game where it was 5-5 and then Hempfield took off in their run.
Wasn't that Conklin, though?
Was that Conklin that time?
I think it was Conklin.
You ruined my whole thing.
I'm sorry, Gary. I didn't.
It's okay.
We'll go back to it, I'm
all
sure.
That,
oh, boy.
All that drama. Nice touch there by Baker that time, however.
Baker, it was nice. Murray creating it. Hempfield is creating concerns for Pennsbury out of the middle, so they run an option with Sherrick out of the middle, brings the left side block with them, so that leaves Baker wide open 1-on-1. I think he'd like that back, though. You don't like to tip against an open block.
There's Zach Morgan, 8 serving 7. Trying to create a little difference. Not able to do so, and it goes over the end line. So 8-8, side out point earned by Pennsbury.
You see right there, Mike Baker, the senior, goes right up to Morgan, says, no problem, we'll get it back.
There's Greenland. He started this whole game. You saw Vogel riding high that time.
Now they ran Stavik as a quick set option, and again, combination, they came back to Vogel, the second man through, against the double block, and hits it back to his right, effectively for the kill.
Here's a guy who's been effective all afternoon also, Mike Baker. 9 serving 8. Neither team able to establish any kind of lead in this game, so 9-9. And Hempfield with a lot of errors so far in the service area.
But if you look at the score, it's still even, so they're going to try to stay aggressive because that's what helped them in the last game. So if the gap starts to widen, then we have some adjustments to make. Because Mike Vogel is calling those serves.
So risk reward, you haven't been hurt so far, but Pennsbury with the first lead, you sense a little bit of a move from the crowd here. You say, oh, this is interesting, 10-9. 10 serving 9 for Pennsbury. As we see Dave Riley with the service.
Frometh on that block the last time. That's nice when the setter gets a block.
There's the ever present one, the stopper, Mike Vogel.
And you see, he attacked from the right side, and the ball was wide enough. Murray put it out wide enough that he could go after the block.
We look at those eyes, you see intensity. 10 serving 10.
His focus is so good. We've seen it for the last 3 years, Gary. Now, that's what I was talking about, that block. If you're taping this and you get a chance to replay, look at his hands when he penetrates the net. Murray's up there and Stauffer closes it. Now that's a big block.
Gary Vogel with the service, 11 serving 10, and the bottom dropped out of that. Good night. Stauffer in the middle, beautiful set that time, short set, and Stauffer just put it away.
Did you notice anything about how Hempfield's serving?
Aggressively.
But are they in the air or are they on the ground?
Oh, they're in the air every time.
Actually,
I take it back, they're on the ground that time.
I'm sorry, Gary, I had to set you up with that one.
That's why you're the analyst and I'm the play-by-play guy.
There's a tight pass.
All I know is that they're serving it really, really well. And that's why they have a 13-10 lead here with Gary Vogel serving.
And that's where Vogel served 3 tough float serves. And again, it's a change of pace.
I will make a prediction, though. They get this point timeout for Pennsbury.
Pennsbury tries to come back in. Stauffer's really active, and they brought the offense on the combination play. And you call it, Gary. You called it, got the timeout.
I understand runs. 14-10, a 4-point run right now. I think that a 5-point run by Hempfield, and Hempfield did this the last game. They're doing it again this game. And again, staying aggressive on the serve. They lost some points early, but they're getting them back now.
Now, the nice thing that Hempfield has as an option, we're seeing them really go after the aggressive jump serve. Now what they're doing is they're keeping Vogel on the ground, but he's further back. So the distance the ball is going to travel, even though it's a ground serve, and it's going to travel different, and then the ball's dead. So the current of the gymnasium will make it move. So you have challenges horizontally as far as left and right and depth from net to the end line. And that's working.
You got to think this is a big a defining moment right here in this whole match this afternoon for Pennsbury right here. They saw this little music played the last game. They stayed there for a while. Hempfield ran out. Now they see the run by Hempfield again. Can they answer here? It's a big moment.
I think Pennsbury's got to go wider, get away from the middle. Stoffer's really hot. Murray was hot. Go wider, maybe the right side, or get Vogel to serve into the net.
Gary Vogel with the long serve that time, too flat, into the net, and a side-out point earned by Pennsbury. So out of the timeout, Pennsbury with a little glimmer of hope.
Now we're going to see Chris O'Neill come in, see if he can get something started with his serve.
The first game served it well, almost out of the building. Next time served it a little bit better. Let's see what he gets here. And there again into the net, so not able to take advantage of the net serve by Gary Vogel, and it's 15 serving 11 here for Hempfield.
And that was Pennsbury's second error of the game so far, so they got to be aggressive. One thing you got to be against this Hempfield team, you got to be aggressive.
Remember, Hempfield won the opening game 25-14. It's all here on PCN, Pennsylvania's championship network. As Grider with the serve, 15 serving 11.
And they try to go to the right side of Greenlee, but it just doesn't fall in. Greenland just got a little underneath it, number 8. Went to the right side. It was there. The spot was open, but it landed out of bounds.
Eric Grider, 6'3" senior with the serve. 16 serving 11 for Hempfield, game 2.
Mike Vogel said Grider is so smart, sometimes they have to tell him what to do because he's thinking so much.
Grider's got that look, though. He's got the glasses up there. He's got that Mr. Peabody look, a sharp-looking guy.
And he does a great job. Mike Vogel said
Really
he's
does.
a great worker in practice, does a job. Head to Lehigh. Now you get a good look on behind the bench.
Home of the Engineers. 12 serving 16 here for Pennsbury. Stauffer with a little change of pace there in the change up.
Well, the time was if Baker shot that in a line drive pass, and Stauffer was a little bit late for the set or early for the set because he thought the pass was coming. But he still was athletic enough to make the play.
So instead of following through, just nipped it over. Stauffer with the serve, 17 serving 12 for Hempfield. It's that 18 serving 12. Hempfield again out to that commanding lead here in the middle part of the game.
And Stauffer doing a great job. He's going to try to get up to Penn State and work on try to contribute from the left side up there.
He's had 4 service rotations so far this afternoon. On 3 of them, he scored at least 3 points.
See now when Frommuth gave a horizontal set to number 8, Greenland. Horizontal set means the ball's going to travel on a flatter plane across the net, making it more challenge for the block. That pass was all the way to the right side, so it made the middle block come over a lot quicker.
So, Beam with the service. The point goes to Pennsbury.
Sherrick tries to cut it back out of the right side, and it's not falling in. I had the perfect angle on that, Gary, in the line. That missed by 2 inches, if that.
There you see Jesse Beam again, 14 serving 18.
Good defense by Frommuth.
Oh, and a carry, and it's going to be another point for Pennsbury. So 3 in a row here for Pennsbury as they come back into this game.
Now Hempfield right now, they're giving up points on their errors.
Mike Greenland just pointed to his head with the age-old universal, think guys, think,
right.
Let's go.
You don't see, I didn't see Murray get called all tournament with for a handle at the net.
Good battle at the net.
Good call, very good call. The defense of Ryan Emmerich. That ball was being pursued by Baker, and Emmerich yells out, because I think Baker would have kept that in play. That's good teamwork.
Good point by Hempfield on the side out. Luke Murray, 19 serving 15.
Going in the air.
And in the net, but again, continuing that aggressive serving style. Murray kind of disgusted with himself on that one, knew it was a big point.
That's his second serving error for this game, 6th overall for Hempfield.
See Nick McHale, 16 serving 19 for Pennsbury.
He's right at Stauffer with a serve.
Oh, nice fake in the middle by Sherrick, and then coming through with Vogel.
Baker came around there on that combination play, and as he came through, they were worried about Sherrick, who they have been feeding. Again, creating a commitment on the block by Pennsbury, and Baker gets the kill.
Alex Groh with the service, 20 serving 16 for Hempfield, game 2. They won the opening game by 11.
Left-handed, keeping the ball in play.
Oh, great look that time by Greenland.
Greenland is really being a difference maker in this game. He's got 2 kills from the right side, 1 kill from the left, and 1 from the back row.
There you see Dan Greenland, 6'3" senior. And Greenland with the service.
He's
17 serving 20. Sorry, Mike.
He has also been effective with his serve. There's a big contribution by Stavik, our buddy that we were talking to before. Nice pass by Vogel to give the quick set option.
Stavik says, before I tackle a few quarterbacks, I'm going to knock down a few balls here, and a nice play there by Stavik. 21-17, and here's Baker.
Goes with a jump.
Oh, just a great serve. I mean, we can watch that from our angle here, and just hooking the whole way. He had what we call a little English on that.
That's the 4th ace of the game, or for the match for Hempfield. Everything's been in the 1 zone.
Baker again, 22 serving 17. Here he is. This time back to the right side. And just hammering away was Hempfield for the big point, number 23.
Pennsbury does a good job defensively, makes a play defensively on top of the net, and Vogel waits for it and just hits it harder to finish it off.
Showed us the hook ball the first serve. That time coming back to the right side. Let's see if he attacks a different place here. There's that hook again. And looking for that same point, could not get it. But worth the effort.
But well worth the effort. And Baker knows he had it, just came across it a little too much. Now this is big time right now for Riley.
Dave Riley with a service, 18, serving 23 for Pennsbury.
Baker gets underneath that, and Murray pushes to the left side, and Stauffer's threat draws a block from Pennsbury into the net.
And we are at game point on game 2, and Vogel with the service here, 24-18. 24 serving 18.
Is he going to jump it? Is he going to stay in the ground?
Goes that long, high serve, and there it is.
That's going out of bounds.
And game 2 goes to Hempfield, 25-18, and they are 1 game away from their 4th straight state championship in boys volleyball, and you're watching it all here on PC.